Hello everyone. Today is day one of the E39 M5 track car build. Just picked this up yesterday. It's a 2000 Avis Blue, roughly 120,000 miles on it before it was partially parted out. So I bought this rolling shell to use and build a car dedicated for track use, although it will technically still be street legal, at least this year. But we'll get into that in the future. But obviously it needs a lot of stuff. The front bumper is trashed. I have headlights in a lot of parts already, but the chassis is clean. It's got dents, dings, makes it more worthy for the track, but it's basically rust free. I found a couple bubbles in the gas door area, which is super common. The jack points look pretty clean though, which is good. And you can see what's going on there. The sunroof glass is missing. It wasn't missing when I left the place that I bought the car. Turns out they had taken the sliding shade out and set the glass back in and forgot to tape it in or tell me or have them remember that it wasn't secured. So that was fun. Fortunately, as far as I know, it did not cause an accident on the highway. But nonetheless, it's not a big deal. I was planning to buy a sunroof delete panel to shove in there anyways. So we should be good to go. So this is pretty much the way I got it. I obviously took a bunch of stuff out of the interior that was just laying in here. But it's pretty much as I got it. No door cards or seats, which, well, technically I did pick up a pair of door cards for the front. I will want to keep those on for starters. And I do plan to buy probably just some 540 seats out of the junkyard and run my 4-point harnesses this year. I have a center console and a lot of those pieces. Instrument cluster I will be picking up. I didn't have it ready for me yet. But a lot of stuff not needed for on the track. There's even more still to come out. The rear carpet, seat belts, that trim coverings back here. A lot of miscellaneous things. We'll keep the rear doors or reseal the vapor barriers, but certainly not going to put any door panels on there. And the back, is already partly cleaned out and stripped out. Got to remove the rest of the audio equipment. Won't be needing that. But the car is definitely pretty clean. It's definitely top 3 favorite color for the E39 M5, if not my number 1 favorite, probably a tie. I picked up a rear bumper. Obviously it's a different color, but don't care. And that's about it. So I'll probably be making some progress videos and see if we can get this thing slapped together to be on track this season would be great. So I can keep up on seat time, but we'll see how it goes. I also do have a little bit of work to do under here. There is an engine. It has new rod bearings and timing guides in it. It doesn't look very clean, but it's because it's been sitting. I definitely need to put work into it still. But it's a great core for me to use. I do have another engine, but it has bent intake valves on one cylinder, and arguably this engine will be less work to make track worthy. A lot of cleaning to do. I do want to have it clean. It's easier to identify leaks and problems that way. But we'll see how it goes. Not a lot of people would think to put one of these together for the track, and I guess I like to think that I'm not like a lot of people, but your mileage may vary.